Well, as you can see, I'm in a vehicle, not in a hotel room, which is nice. It's because we have victoriously finished our trail. And now we're on our way to Ohio to spend some time with Rose and Al. They came to pick us up from the trail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you two separate videos. The first video is going to be of the 100-mile wilderness. Now that was 7.5 days worth of footage because that's how long we were in the 100-mile wilderness. Some really beautiful things, ponds and views from mountains. It was really pretty. It was a really nice time out in the woods. We enjoyed it a lot. So I hope you enjoy the video of that. And then I'm going to put up another video that is simply the last day when we climbed up the very large mountain, Baxter Peak of Katahdin Mountain. And that was a really long day. We did that yesterday and it was really a long day, but we're really super excited and blessed that we've done it. And we just saw God blessing our lives in crazy ways throughout the whole journey, and He did not fail us yesterday to bless us then too. So you'll see some of that stuff in this coming up video and the one of yesterday's summit. Hope you enjoy it. Alrighty then, it's another day on the Appalachian Trail. We just left from Shaw's. They gave us a ride back to the trailhead, and about 100 yards in, we get to this sign right here. And it's just telling you you're at the beginning of the 100-mile wilderness and that there's no supplies or no help or no anything. And they say it's for a minimum of 10 days. You should have supplies, blah, blah, blah. Well, we do have that many days of supplies available to us, but we have a food drop coming about halfway through. People at Shaw's will be bringing us the second half of our supplies for this 100 miles. So we're not scared. It'll be easy enough. There's some rough terrain between here and the end of the 100 miles, so that's going to be harder than worrying about help and supplies. So we're not worried about that. We just know it's going to be some hard hiking. But it's a beautiful day today. There's sun is shining. It's not supposed to rain at all. Only thing is, it's supposed to be a nice warm day. I mean, it's not 100 degrees like we get down in Austin, but it is 90 degrees, and for this area that's pretty hot, and for hiking with a full pack that's pretty hot. So about 3 hours this afternoon we'll have to kind of try to stay in the shade, I guess, or something, or just suffer through it. But then it'll cool down again tonight, and it actually is even supposed to rain overnight, which is supposed to bring the temperatures tomorrow down, and hopefully we won't have to walk in the rain tomorrow. But it's a good day, and we're ready to start this last little bit of our hike. Looks like about 7 or 8 days in the 100-mile wilderness, and then another day of hiking, and then summit Katahdin the day after that. So we're talking about 9 or 10 days, probably 9. And I'm excited, and we're just gonna get to hiking. And if I see anything else today that's beautiful, and I'm supposed to see other ponds and other stuff that's pretty today, if I do, I'll take pictures and show them to you. We're stopping here at this spring because it's a good water source, and we need a little bit more water to make it through today. Didn't have quite enough. It's a good little place to sit and enjoy a little rest while we filter our water, and then we'll get moving again. So this is the first time since we've been back on the trail this year that we've had to... Good save, Renegade. Your trekking pole is going downstream, hon.
Okay, well, I'm gonna run back and get it.
Okay, well that was I'm gonna do a cut on that. Not joke. So this is the first time we've had to cross a stream without our shoes on since we've gotten back on the trail this year. There's Renegade. He dropped his trekking pole and it went downstream, so he's farther downstream than the crossing actually is, but it looks just as well. It's not probably as good over there as it is over here, so I'm going to put my phone up and help him out. Okay, it's another day on the Appalachian Trail in the 100-mile wilderness. Well, it's a pretty view from here. We are hiking a short day today. We were planning on trying to get through this 100-mile wilderness a little faster, but once we got in it, we're just like, first of all, it's not that easy. And second of all, we don't want to rush and make it hard. We want this last bit to be, you know, memorable and something we remember with fun. So we're just going to slow it down. And it's beautiful here, and we have another probably 3.5 miles to go today, and we're going to stop for the day. And we're going to stop on a pond, and whether we get out on it in canoe or swim in it or just look at it, we're going to have a nice afternoon. And probably end up taking a couple more days extra to get through this than what we thought. And that's okay, because we're going to really enjoy it and not be under any pressure to make a deadline that's just makes it hard. So we're just blessed that we're here, blessed to have a beautiful view like this right now. And if I see anything else today that I like, maybe on that pond this afternoon, I'll take pictures and show that to you too. It's another fine morning on the Appalachian Trail. We are crossing what is called the Fourth Mountain Bog. It's a bog at the base of a mountain, the Fourth Chairback Mountain. And the Chairback Mountains are supposedly hard to climb. We'll see. We're going to do all 4 of them today. And hopefully 11 miles, 10.8. So as we go, oh, Renegade wants me to show you his shoes. Bless his heart. They're blowing out. We'll get some new ones to finish the trail with in a day or two. So we hope, so that we can at least do the big Katahdin Mountain with good shoes, because that would be rather hard to do with what he's got on. So yeah, stuff is going on as usual. We got had a really good night's sleep last night at a really cool camp, and still taking slow days because the mountains around here are a lot, and we don't want to have to try to rush through them and hurt ourselves this last week. So we'll do these chairback mountains, 4 mountains today, and here we go uphill right now. So if I see anything up there at the top that looks good that you want to see, I will take pictures of it and show it to you. It is a beautiful morning on the Appalachian Trail. We've climbed our first mountain. Granted, it was a little mountain, so we haven't been gone from camp that long. But this is the final chairback mountain, and we have a little bit of a scrabble to get down from it. We'll be going downhill for a while, and then we're going to go up and start the next range of mountains, which is the White Cap Mountains. That'll take us 2 days to get through. Do half of it, or the first mountain of it today, and then the last 3 mountains of that tomorrow. And then after that, it's going to be more flat walking than mountain walking, so that's kind of nice. And we're going to just really enjoy this beautiful weather and this beautiful day as much as we can. And if I see anything else that is a blessing to us, or we think you would like to see, like that, then I will. You think that's the mountain we're going up next? Probably so. But anyway, if we see anything else on the way there, we will certainly take a picture and show it to you. Another river that we have to ford. We have to walk through that. We're going to take our shoes off. Renegade's over there taking his shoes off now. Maybe this time he won't fall down in the water. I'm hopeful I won't fall down in the water either. Last time there was a rope to hang on to at least. Well, we'll just take our shoes off and see how it goes. This is a much better crossing than last time. So far, so good. That is an active hornet's nest right on the base of a tree. If you can see. No, do not throw a stick at it.
Here,
I don't want
my beer.
No, don't throw a stick at it. You're crazy. Now look, see the little hornets on it? It's an active hornet's nest. That's like the second one we've come across, and I know there's more out here. We just try not to disturb them. So this forest that we're walking through right here is virgin forest. So it's all protected, which is kind of nice, but it's beautiful. And I'm glad I get to walk through it. Maybe I'll see something in it that's super cool. Who knows? It's a good morning for a hike though. Oh, it is another morning on the Appalachian Trail, still in the 100-mile wilderness. See that big mountain right there? This is our very first view of Katahdin. That's the mountain that we're going to climb probably in about 5 days, 4 or 5 days, something, I don't know. But, so we're going to be going over all those little tiny hills between here and there in the next few days. But so we're on the very last high mountain before we get to that one. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get to see it, get to see our final goal. And yeah, it's coming up soon. And the next, we're at the highest point in the 100-mile wilderness. So after this, we'll be going mostly flatlands. There's a few hills, you can see them. And it's going to be a lot easier hiking until we get over there to Katahdin. I'm excited. It's going to be some really beautiful lakes and ponds and things that we'll have an opportunity to camp by. And the next few days will be really sweet. So yeah, this is what it looks like from here on Whitecap Mountain. And if I see anything really pretty today, I'll show that to you too. This is Mountain View Pond, and we're going to camp here tonight. Up there is our tent. We've got Renegade over there working on our air mattress again. It's a real peaceful place. Very nice place to spend an evening and wake up in the morning. We've heard a couple people say that moose will show up on that side of the pond over there and play around in the water. I hope they do tomorrow morning and I get to see it. Either way though, it's a beautiful place. I'm real thankful to be here. Well, it's another morning on the Appalachian Trail. We're just leaving our tent spot. There's no moose out there on the water, but there's looks like a goose or a loon or something out there swimming on the water. We're gonna go to the next road. There's a road in the wilderness that someone's gonna bring us a food drop for the next few days, and a couple other things that we need, like a new air mattress, yay! And some new shoes for Renegade. Wait a minute, let me show you his shoes. Just a second. Show me your shoes, sir. That one's the, wait. That shoe right there, that's the good one. And then there's that one that has nothing left on it at all. And it's got holes all in it. Anyway, he needs new shoes, so he's gonna get shoes at this food drop also. There weren't any moose out this morning. It was raining when we woke up. It seems to have stopped now, which is nice. And hopefully we'll not have to deal with any more rain today. It's still beautiful out here. It doesn't matter if it's raining or what. It's just a gorgeous place. I'm glad we got to stay here. We're going to try to hike about 14 miles today, and it's going to slow us down a little bit having to stop at the road for that food drop, because we'll have to rearrange our packs to get all the food put in. Maybe I'll show you a little bit of how we do that. That'll be fun. And then we'll hike and we'll get as far as we can. If we get that 14 miles, that'll be great. We're hoping we can, because it's supposed to be pretty flat. So we'll see what happens as this day goes on. Well, we got our resupply. He came early and we happened to be there early, so I forgot all about filming it. I was so excited that he got there early. But we've got shoes for Renegade, and they fit perfect, and they make his feet feel so much better, which is awesome. And I got a new air mattress. I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. And this is a really pretty, this is what is this, Johnson Lake? Yeah. I don't know, Johnson Pond? Anyway, it's beautiful. It's actually rather large. And if you could see back there, but I don't want to walk over there so you could. Oh, it's a good day. We'll keep walking. Okay, we got another day here on the Appalachian Trail. This is another view of Katahdin right there from this lake. beautiful lake. We camped on a lake much like this one last night, and as soon as we got to camp it started raining, so it didn't. Got a few pictures of it, and then this morning a picture of the sunrise, so you'll see that in the video. Yeah, it's really nice. It's I don't know, hopefully it won't rain anymore. And yeah, that's our goal right there. That's Katahdin. And we got about 42 miles until we get to the base of it. And then it's a 5-mile walk up it and 5 miles back down. We'll do all that in one day. So we're almost there. We're going to hike for about 2.5 more days before we get to the base of it. And then we'll climb it. So we're almost done. It's getting pretty exciting to me. I'm a little nervous about climbing that great big mountain, but I know that God has guided my steps and given me strength this far. He'll give me strength and guidance up that thing too. So if I see anything else pretty today, I sure will take a picture of it and show it to you too. We're having another camp at another pond, and this is where we're getting our water. There's a spring up there, and they've got it piped down so that it just runs freely out here into the water. It's really cold water, which means it's really good and fresh water. So I'm looking forward to really good drinking water tomorrow. Should taste really good. And tomorrow we hike to the entrance of Baxter State Park, and that's exciting because that's the last thing we do before. I mean, we walk through Baxter State Park and there's the big mountain that we climb. You can see the tip of it over that hill. So we're getting closer and closer all the time. There you are, sitting on a rock, enjoying getting your feet wet, soaking them in the. He goes and he puts them in that really cold water, so it's like ice on his feet, and then he soaks them in the regular water to warm them up. That water is cold enough to me, but anyway, yeah, it's pretty here. I'm glad we're here. Good morning. It's another day on the Appalachian Trail. We've been hiking for a couple of miles already this morning. Came across this rock that we could stand on and get a nice picture of this pond. They call them ponds. They call them all ponds. They look like lakes to me. Anyway, it's beautiful. Well, today's our last day in the 100-mile wilderness. And we're not sure exactly what's going to happen at the end of this day. So I'll let you know about that later. But yeah, this is the last regular normal day of hiking the Appalachian Trail. After this, we'll be getting ready to climb Mount Katahdin and be done. So a lot of mixed feelings about that. I'm super excited, and yet at the same time, I'm real emotional about it. Can't even explain why. So anyway, as we hike the rest of this day, if I see anything else you want to look at, I'll definitely take a picture of it and show it to you. And we'll see you down the road. Well, this is the other side of the 100-mile wilderness. We did our 100 miles. We did it in 8 days. And, well, 7.5, because it's only half over today. So, yeah, I'm glad we finished with that. We're about to get to a road in a about 0.2 of a mile or so. So, out of the 100-mile wilderness and about to get into the state park. Yay. So this is our last road walk. Have to walk on this road for about half a mile, I think, before we turn back into the woods. This is the last trail before we camp tonight, right?
Yep.
We're in the state park. We were perfect timing for getting into the Birch's campsite, so we don't have to wait another day to summit. That means first thing tomorrow morning, we're gonna summit. And you know, the funniest thing, there's that road walk between the 100-mile forest and the park, and we were crossing Abel Bridge and taking a picture of Katahdin because it was so beautiful. And all of a sudden behind me I hear Al and Rose came a couple of days early, and they were right there. So we know they're going to be here tomorrow after we summit to pick us up after we come down. God's timing is perfect with everything we've done through this hike right up to the very end. So tomorrow morning we're going to get up at 4 a.m., start hiking at 5 a.m. to get our early start. And that'll be it. Katahdin, here we come.
I still don't see no stinking moose.
Okay, that was George. So anyway, that's good. We didn't see any moose. We were a little disappointed. But that was the 100-mile wilderness, and if probably an hour or so after I finish putting this video up, I'll put up the next one of our summit of Katahdin.